Hello everybody, welcome back to Board and Savior. I know what you're thinking. This is in no way a board game. It's neither a video game port of a board game, nor is it just a regular board game. It's a video game. It's just a video game. Don't worry, I'm not transitioning the channel to video game stuff. This is just a game that I've been playing a lot of, and I know that you like games, and I like games, so I thought maybe if I like this one, you'll like it too. And today, this very day, Wednesday the 5th of March, this game is moving from closed beta to open beta, so you can play this game now without spending any of your hard-earned dollars. I'm recording this the day before. It's the 4th right now, so if there are slight patch things for tomorrow for open beta day, I don't know what they are, so sorry if there's any of that stuff. But I just wanted to show this game off because I feel like people are gonna start coming to it more now that it's open beta, and it's really, really good. So don't worry, regularly scheduled board game stuff coming soon. In fact, very soon. You've been used to every other week, but next week you're gonna have some more board game goodness, and it will be regular board game stuff, don't you worry. But for now, we're talking about the Bazaar, so let's start playing this game. You can play as any of these three heroes after you unlock them. I think you're only allowed to play Vanessa initially, and then you unlock this one and this one. Don't worry, they're all good. You'll get to them when you get to them. Just take it in your own time, you know? But we're going to be playing as Vanessa. They all have their own unique items and abilities and everything. And I'll generally explain things as we go, but I think you kind of need to see it to understand it, and also to play it yourself to really understand it. So how the heck does this game work? What's the deal? Well, this is what is called an auto battler, which you're like, what does that mean? It means basically that this board down here, right now there are going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 slots for items. You're going to have a board full of items that all do things on a cooldown. So let's, you're choosing what to start with first. 1 small gold tier item and 5 loot items, or 1 small gold tier item and 1 skill. Skills are constantly in the background abilities that are going to pop up here. The items are what is on your board. Let's take this one so you can see an item and a skill. Okay. This is a knee brace. This does not have a cooldown like I just mentioned. This is something that just has its own ability. So after I fight a player with this in play, so on my board, this is in my little inventory. It's not in play, it's in the inventory. If this is in play and I fight a player, I'm going to get 300 max health. I've got 250 max health right now, so that would be quite a lot of max health. And then this skill says that my rightmost item has plus 16% crit chance, so if it crits, it does double damage, and this makes it more likely to crit. So right now I have a board that does nothing during an actual battle. This is something that happens after the battle, so I kind of want to get things that do things, but I've only got $5 to spend here. So I'm going to go to this weapon shop and hope there's something good for me to buy that costs $5 or less. Now this is a very, very good item. It shoots the little X2, the 2 multicast that says right there. That means that it shoots twice whenever it goes. So that 3-second cooldown means that every 3 seconds it'll shoot for 25 damage, and it'll do that twice. And then this thing at the bottom, these 2 little bullet symbols here, mean that it has 2 ammo, which means after it shoots twice, so after it goes 3 seconds, does its little double shoot, and then after it goes 3 seconds a second time and does its little double shoot, it will be out of ammo, and unless it is reloaded, it will stop doing damage because it's out of ammo. These weapons don't have that ammo requirement. They'll just keep going every 4 seconds and every 7 seconds. I really like the double barrel. I think this is a very good item despite its lack of reloadability right now. So I'm gonna grab it. I'm gonna put it on the board, and then we are about to see our first fight against an NPC. So every day is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hours. The first 2 things are going to be shops. You're going to have access to shops. That thing that we just saw where we went to the weapon shop, that was one of our hours. This hour down here is going to be an NPC fight every time. These 2 hours are going to be more shops. And then the last thing you'll do every day is fight against another player. So right now, I'm choosing which of these NPCs I want to fight against. They all have different kind of items that you can get and add to your board. I will fight against the Bananable because, I mean, he's just so darn cute. we'll see if I defeat them before they do anything. Yes, we do get to defeat them before they mess me up. So they're going to give us one of their items. They're giving us blue nanas, which if we were to sell them, it would give us 20 max health. And if we keep it on the board, it'll heal us for 10 every 9 seconds, which is a bit slow. So it might be better to sell this for that 20 max health if we don't find something else to put on the board instead. This dude sells ammo items. So this is an ammo item, so he's going to sell more things like this that have that ammo restriction. This is a little shop that'll give us like just a couple of potential nice things, like maybe a little bit extra max health. And this is a random haste item, an item with haste, which I'll explain when we see something that hastes. I do think I'm just going to take a haste item here. So this is a jellyfish. When you use an adjacent aquatic item, this gains haste for 1 second. It also poisons for 3. So poison is when it applies poison, it'll deal 3 damage to the opponent every second. And then when it applies 3 poison again, it'll start to deal 6 poison because the poison will stack on top of itself. This is better than the blue nanas, so I will grab it. It also has this haste thing. When you use an adjacent aquatic item, this gains haste for a second. This is not an aquatic item. You'll see in the top the like tags of the item. So this is a small aquatic friend. This is a medium weapon. So neither of these things adjacent to it will trigger this haste ability, unfortunately. Now I can choose these 2 things. I don't know if they're usually something that you can like do a free thing with, like you get something for free. This is almost always going to be something that you have to pay money to get the items within. I think I'm going to take whatever the free dealio here is here. So neutral items are generally things that you can sell to buff your stuff. They may also be items that just aren't associated with a particular hero. Like this knee brace is not associated with any hero. Both of these are associated with Vanessa. You can see this little symbol up here. It means that it's a Vanessa item. And this is an item that's for anybody. It's a common item. Do I want a neutral item or do I want just money? I think I'm just going to take money because I'm low on money, and we will have our first player fight. So the way that player fights work is that you are fighting the ghost of another player. So basically what someone else has done. You're not like fighting them live. It's someone else's day 1 build that you are up against. So they are burning me for a lot. I am poisoning them, and they are definitely going to beat me because they burn works similarly to poison, where it stacks on top of itself, but it goes more frequently and it also decays. So if you burn someone for 6, it'll burn them for 6, and then for 5, and then for 4, and then for 3. Poison will stack on itself over and over again. So the knee brace did do its thing. It gave me 300 max health, which is really nice, but we did lose day 1. So let's talk about winning and losing. Every day that you will lose prestige equal to the day that you lost it on. So if I lose on day 1, I lose 1 prestige. If I lose on day 5, I lose 5 prestige. When you lose all of your prestige, they will give you like one last chance. They'll give you a bonus. And then if you lose again, you are done and you have failed and you suck. Every time that you win, this is like the little win tracker up here. If you win 10 times, this is like normal mode. You can play ranked or normal. In ranked mode, you get chests for winning on your 4th win, your 7th win, and your 10th win. For normal mode, the only thing that you get is if you win all 10 days, then you get a ranked ticket. But generally, it's like a pretty good day if you win 4 times, a very good day if you win 7 times, and a great day if you win all 10 times. So we lost our first day, but that's fine. Losing first day isn't the end of the world. And now I'm going to buy some stuff, and it's going to change everything. I am definitely going to buy this cannonball that will give this 1 additional ammo, which is very, very nice. I'm also... not going to buy the bayonet. The way that this works is you'll put it to the right of an item, and then it says when you use the item to the left of this, deal 10 damage. So whenever I use this, this would deal 10 damage, but it would give my rightmost item has plus 16 crit chance to this as opposed to this item, and I want this one to crit because it does more damage. So I don't want this one to crit as much. I don't want either of these. It costs a lot to re-roll, so when you re-roll, you like reload what the merchant is selling. It'll like refresh and give you more options, but it costs $4 and I've only got 11, so I'm gonna stick with what I got right now. Every time you level up, you'll get a reward, and then your first few levels, your board will increase until it is all the way to these edges. So I have 2 more board spaces right now, so I can put this guy back out there. And this guy's gonna teach me a bronze tier skill. I do think I would like all of my weapons to deal 10 more damage. That sounds absolutely lovely. I will go to this medium item shop, see if I can get another weapon. Ooh, that's nice. So I'm going to... You'll see here the borders around this. So this is a bronze tier item. This is bronze, this is bronze, this is gold. So it goes from bronze to silver to gold to diamond, and that just like improves the quality of the item. So this will go from dealing 25 damage to 50 damage if I upgrade this. And I will. I'll spend $4, upgrade this item, and now this is dealing more damage. It's dealing a base of 50 plus 10 from here. And I don't need to explain everything all the time, but I think it's good to know. I'm going to see if there's another weapon. There is not another weapon, but here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to buy this harpoon, which destroys a small item on my opponent's board, and I'm going to put it next to this cannonball, which gives both of these adjacent items additional ammo. So this is going to destroy 2 small items on the opposing board, assuming the opponent has small items to destroy. Now, who do I think I can beat here? I am going to go up against the Covetous Thief. So day 1, pretty much all of the enemies, the NPC enemies, are the same level. Like there's 1 or 2 that is a little bit tougher to beat, but for the most part, you're going to beat your day 1 adversaries. From day 2 onward, you might lose to the NPCs, and it goes easiest to hardest fight from left to right. So this guy gives you the most XP. That little blue hex is XP, and that's tracked down here, and that's how you level up. This guy is the middle difficulty. He gives you less XP, but more gold than this guy. So it's 2 XP, 2 XP, 3 XP, 2 gold, 3 gold, 4 gold. And then that symbol on the right, that rectangular and that circular, means that it'll give you either an item or a skill that the NPC has. So I think I might be able to beat this Covetous Thief specifically because this is going to destroy small items, and I know that he has only 1 weapon that deals damage, and it's a small item. So this is going to get destroyed either the first time this harpoon hits or the second time it hits. So that's destroyed. Now there's no way for it to deal damage. So even if this thing didn't crit and kill him, I would have been just fine. This is going to give it another 4% crit chance, so now every 5 shots, basically, this is going to crit, which is really nice. Okay. I would love bronze tier neutral items. That's things that will buff up your existing items for the most part, but I've only got $4, so I'm going to do something that gives me something without having to spend any money. Get a skill. So this is going to be any random skill. Could be something useful like crit chance or extra damage. It could be something that doesn't really help me like poison or burn, because I don't really have a poison or burn build going right now. I could also get a silver tier upgrade hammer, which I'll do that so I can show you what it does. So a silver tier upgrade hammer showed up right here. This says, when you sell this, upgrade your leftmost bronze tier item. So I moved this cannonball over to the left on my board. Now I will sell this, and this will upgrade this to a silver. And now both of these things have +2 max ammo. Thank you, cannonball. And this is the last shop that I will get to see before I fight another player. So again, I didn't really make any more money. I've only got $4, so I don't think I want small items right now. I'm going to get something free from here, either a neutral or 4 gold. Again, I don't really have money. I would love for day 3 to start with me having access to cash, so I'm going to take some money, and now I'm going to fight another Vanessa player, a Vanessa player who won on her first day. So that's a little scary. We've got the same board size, so she hasn't leveled up any more than I have. Based on looking at this, I feel like I'm feeling kind of okay. I've got a lot of health. As long as this hits one more time, yeah, we win with exact change. We didn't deal any more damage than we needed to. That's just fine with me. So that is a victory. You can see over here we've got 1 victory now. We haven't lost any prestige because we didn't lose. We're not a freaking loser. All right. Now, I think we will. So chocolate bars up your max health. But I'm going to look at these small items and see if we can get anything good. I would love a grenade. So this is just something that deals 50 damage and has a 25% crit chance. I think that's great. And let's see if we can... We're going to reroll, see if we get anything else that's good. Ooh. Okay, actually, quite a few good things. So this just gives everything additional crit chance. This would give the weapon to the left of it extra damage and would reduce its cooldown by 15% if you only have 1 weapon. Right now on the board, this is my only weapon. This is not classified as a weapon because it doesn't deal damage. So if I put this on the board, this would reduce that 3-second cooldown by 15%. But I did just buy this grenade, so if I had the grenade and the silencer out, it wouldn't have that second benefit of reducing the cooldown. But I love a silencer. I'm going to grab the silencer. I also think I'm going to take this amulet. I'm just spending away. My board is going to grow in size 2 more spots. I could get 4 gold for every weapon that I have, which would be the double barrel and the grenade, so 4 gold total. I could get 2 gold and a bronze tier loot item. Loot items are things that buff your stuff, but the risk of getting loot items is that they might buff something that you don't have, like poison or burn or shield, and then I could just get any random bronze tier item. I'm going to take 2 gold and a bronze tier loot item and hope that it's something good. This is great. This is permanent 1 regeneration, so every second I will regain 1 health. It won't go above my max, but every second I'll regain 1 health, and that's really, really nice. So let's see what items I want to put out. I think I'm putting out the silencer to give this additional damage there and its cooldown reduction, and I'm going to put out this crit chance. So now this has 40% crit chance. That's a good shot to crit. I'm going to click right here, and this is going to give me a bunch of options. I could gain 2 income, so every day when the day starts I get $5. I could up that to $2 by spending 1. I could also take a risky option, which might be a fight against an NPC. It might just be a little bit of XP. It might just be a random item. I could gain 5 gold, or I could gain 2 gold and 1 XP. I am going to hope for a fight against a beatable NPC here. And I think that's one. I think this is indeed a beatable NPC. So NPCs give you the most experience points, and I really want experience points because that's how you level up. That's how you get your board as big as it can go. That's how you get all kinds of good rewards. Leveling up is very, very good. Fiery Cutlass is great. It has the same multicast where it'll like attack twice when it goes, and it burns equal to 10% of the item's damage. So this has 10 damage. If I put it out on the board, though, it would have 30 damage from this and this, 10 plus 10. So this would deal 30 damage twice and put 3 burn on the opponents twice. But the problem is it attacks every 4.3 seconds, whereas this attacks every 2.6 seconds. So this is going a lot quicker. This one does have the ammo restriction, but I think I like the double barrel a little bit better at the moment. Now the question is, which of these NPCs do I think that I can beat? So that previous NPC fight was from the like shop hour. Now we're gonna fight the NPC at this hour that you get every day for sure. So I can definitely beat this guy. The question is, can I beat this scout trooper? I think I probably can. This is going to destroy a bunch of small items, and he has a lot of small items that are weapons. So I think even if this doesn't kill him, I think we'll be able to destroy enough meaningful small items of his that will win this thing. So let's see what the first item this destroys is. That's too bad. We destroyed something that doesn't deal any damage. Okay, so now the question is, can we destroy enough of their meaningful weapon items so that we do not die? Wow, whiffing on both. These are just the loot items. You really need to destroy some of the items that deal damage, please and thank you. Last chance here. Okay, he did destroy one that deals damage. So if the fight goes on long enough, it goes into the sandstorm, where health is like ticked away a little bit at a time, and whoever dies first in the sandstorm is the loser. So that's why I knew that if we ran out of ammo, we still had a shot at winning, because the sandstorm comes along and kills them off. Gunner is a skill that gives all of my items 1 max ammo, which is great for what I'm doing right now. That's awesome. So I could gain 4 gold, I could gain gumballs, which, like, if you're new to this game, this all must sound so stupid. Gumballs are small items that you sell. It's random, either yellow, blue, red, or green gumballs. Yellow items buff up shield items, red buffs up damaging items, blue increases crit chance, and green increases your max health. Or I could just see what JJ's selling. He just sells all kinds of different items, and I'm going to go over here and see what he's got. I don't want any of these things, so I'm going to re-roll, see if he's got anything good. I don't want any of these things. But I'm about to level up, and my board will increase in size. So what am I going to put out on my board? I kind of don't want to put out another weapon, because it'll reduce... It'll get rid of this cooldown reduction from here. So I don't want to put out either of these things. This guy's fine, but he goes every 8 seconds. That takes like a million years. I could put out this, but that takes 6 seconds for 3 poison. Excuse me. I think I'll take the pufferfish just to have something to fill out the board at the very least. Okay, now we've got a choice to make. I can get a bronze tier skill, or I can upgrade any of my bronze tier items. I will upgrade a bronze tier item, and I'm going to upgrade this silencer. This is going to give this weapon more damage and more cooldown reduction. So we went up to 20 damage and 20% cooldown reduction, which is very, very nice. And we are going to put out this bronze pufferfish. Now, I think we're going to go get medium items. B1 and B2 upgrades your bronze tier items, so there's an argument to be made that I should have not just taken that bronze upgrade, but I didn't know that this was coming. You don't know what's going to show up next. I'm going to look at medium items, see if we can get something.
I'll help you find who does.
So weather glass is kind of interesting. If you have another item with burn, poison, slow, or freeze, this is +1 multicast for each. I do not currently have anything that burns, poison, slows, or freezes except for this. So in order to have this do anything, I would need to kind of change everything up. And I don't really want to do that, so I'm not going to do that. I am going to re-roll, see if we can get anything good. Ooh. Captain's Wheel. Captain's Wheel is interesting. So here's the question. Captain's Wheel works like this. It hastes adjacent items for 1 second. We haven't really talked about haste yet. Basically, it'll apply 1 second of double speed to whatever item it is next to. So if this was over here, it would make this go double speed for 1 second at a time. Every 4 seconds that this triggers, so this 4-second cooldown, would apply 1 second of haste to whatever it was next to. So I could get rid of, and I think I'm going to do it. I'm going to get rid of pufferfish. I'm going to get rid of something else that costs 2 gold or more. I'm going to get rid of that, and we are going to buy this Captain's Wheel. And now, this is going to haste adjacent items. So where it is right now, it'll haste this, which does nothing. That's terrible. So I'm going to put it over here. It is going to reduce the damage, because Silencer is no longer to the left of this weapon, but Silencer is still going to apply that cooldown reduction, because that cooldown reduction is not based on position. It's just based on if you've got a weapon on the board. So this is going to make my my double barrel go faster, which is good. You know what? I'm actually going to shift this around. I'm going to put it over here so it destroys small items faster. I'm going to make it do this so that double barrel doesn't lose that damage boost. I think that damage boost is important at this stage. We got a fight here. I'm hoping to see some small items that my harpoon can destroy. That would be lovely. So they do have some smalls. They've got a pet rock, and they've got bolus, and they've got a cannonball. So definitely there are some viable things to destroy here. And it might not even come to that. We might just kill them. Yeah, we do. Lovely. I will absolutely take that. Okay. That worked out pretty well for me, and I'm going to get 300 more max health from my knee brace. I'm keeping this knee brace out there for a while. 300 max health every single day? That's pretty freaking good, honestly. So this would start my NPC fight with shield, which is just like instead of health, it goes like on top of your health. It's, you know, in a lot of games, that's how shield kind of works. Gumballs would buff things a little bit. I'm going to look at silver items, see if there's anything that I want. None of these things. 100 damage when you burn, reload. I don't burn at all. This gives weapons additional damage equal to the value of this item, which would be 4. Items have half of the value that they cost. And then this is a weapon. I don't want weapons on my board, so I'm going to re-roll, see if we can find anything useful. I've got a harpoon upgrade, which reduces its cooldown from 8 seconds to 7 seconds. I'm not sticking around with the harpoon forever, but I'll grab it right now. I don't know if that's really a great idea. Like, we saw that it didn't even go off last fight, so I don't know how necessary that is. Chocolate bars for max health, burn item. I'm going to take a small burn item as potentially just something to sell. Pesky Pete. For each adjacent friend or property, this gains +4 burn. So right now it burns 4 every 6 seconds. If it were adjacent to a friend or a property, it would gain 4 additional burn. I don't have any properties right now. And I do have a friend in here. So like if these guys were both out, this would have 8 burn. But it's not really what we're going for. It's not what we're doing. Actually, during the NPC fights, I might as well have Pesky Pete out there, because this does absolutely nothing in an NPC fight. I will fight the Blood Reef Raider for one reason and one reason only. I want a crow's nest. I would love a crow's nest, and he has the potential to drop it for me, and that would make me a very smiley guy. Okay, so if either of these crit, I think we win. Yeah. Beautiful. That's excellent stuff. He could also give me his skill. I would like his skill. He has given me his skill. Your leftmost item. Okay. So this makes things a little bit tricky. Your leftmost ammo item has +2 max ammo. So right now my harpoon is loaded up. The problem there, I would much rather have my double barrel loaded up. But if we flip this thing around so that it's like this, now the silencer isn't on it anymore. And if I put the silencer on it, then it's losing this max ammo from the cannonball. This is so tricky. What do I do here? The answer is probably I get rid of the harpoon and put something else out there pronto. Let's see if we can find something to replace it with. So a sniper. Sniper, not to replace the harpoon, but potentially to just replace the double barrel eventually. So a sniper deals 3x damage if it's your only weapon. So it deals 100 damage if it's not your only weapon, and it would deal 300 if it was your only weapon. And then when it upgrades to gold, that's 5x damage, and when you upgrade it to diamond, it's 10x damage. So a crazy amount of damage, but also a very long cooldown. So that's a little scary. I don't think I'm going to grab it right now. The barrel, when you use an adjacent non-weapon item, this gains 15 shield for the fight. So I could get it. It's fine. It's not great, but it is fine. I don't know if it's honestly even better than the harpoon, though, at this moment. I think it's kind of not. I think I'm going to re-roll, see if we can get something else. This gives crit chance to all aquatic items. This is our only aquatic item, and it can't crit. This is also an aquatic, but it also cannot crit. Destroying a small item is it happens or it doesn't. Lighthouse, when you slow charge this for 2 seconds. So charge is a little bit like haste, where haste like speeds up the cooldown. This just skips over seconds of the cooldown. Charge, so this 6-second thing, when it hits a charge, it would just jump 2 seconds in its cooldown. And then we've seen the powder keg before, but that's not what I want. I think we're just moving along. This is going to teach us a silver tier skill. Every time you use a large, burn 10. I don't have any larges. Every time you fall below, or the first time you fall below half health, haste 2 items. When you crit, your heal items gain heal. I don't have any heal items. This is the only thing that does anything for us. It costs $4 to reroll. I don't have $4. I don't really want to sell anything. So the first time I fall below half health each fight, I will haste 2 items 2 seconds, which is actually really quite nice. I will take that all day. This would sell us non-weapon items, but we got $2. So in order to buy anything of value, we would need to sell something. Work at the docks to earn some coin. I'm going to work at the docks to earn some coin. This is going to give us $2 and something. $2 in a weapon, $2 in a tool, $2 in a shield item. I want a tool. That's not the tool that I want. So we give adjacent items 6 damage for the fight every 4 seconds, and adjacent shield items 6 damage, or 6 shield for the fight. I don't want that. That's not what I'm looking for. Gotta put the knee brace back out there. Do I still want the harpoon there? Or do I want this to have 7 ammo? I think I want that to have 7 ammo. I think that's better. Yeah, I think that's better. So, I don't know. I'm going to put both of these guys out here. I'm going to put this here. Because it'll give itself haste whenever this gets used, and this will also haste it. These things aren't sticking around for long. They're just there because I think it's better to have this have more damage than the harpoon having those extra shots. That's my take anyway. All right, let's see who we dealing with. Okay, we've got a crow's nest. So I wish I had a crow's nest. This means that they're most likely going to beat me, I think. Yeah, this looks really bad because they are going to regain. Crow's Nest says if you have exactly 1 weapon, that weapon has life steal. So every time they hit me, they regain health with this. That's why I wanted a Crow's Nest, because it's very good. So I lost real bad that time. That's too bad. Could use a Crow's Nest. Could indeed use a Crow's Nest. Work at the docks to earn some coin or buy small and medium items. Ooh. I want a tool that does something for me. That's not really one. When you use a weapon, charge this 2 seconds. I mean, we don't have to be a single weapon build. There's no rule that says we must be. We have this that gives damage to all of our weapons. This gets a little bit less exciting. I mean, we could swap to like big weapon guy. Let's see if we can get any good items here. I don't feel like these are the ones. Use the weapon to the left of this, deal 10 damage. Maybe. I'm gonna grab it just to hold it. See what else we get here. I feel like the universe might be telling us to switch to having a bunch of weapons out. And you know, I don't hate it. Yeah. Okay. So I think we want our board. Do we want to scale? I think we do want to scale. So my thinking is this right now. All of our weapons have +1 max ammo. Our leftmost ammo item has +2 max ammo. So this grenade has +2 max ammo. We could also... We want this to have the crit chance, though. Yeah, okay. So all of our weapon items have extra max ammo. These two have extra max ammo from the cannonball. This, every time that this triggers, will deal an extra 20 damage from this guy going off. And whenever we use another weapon, this will get charged 2 seconds. So this and this on their use, this doesn't get used, quote unquote, because it doesn't have a cooldown. So any of these three, when they're used, this will get charged 2 seconds. So that's why I want this here, because I think this will get used the most. We can actually look after this fight and see what gets used the most. Let's take... I think we can take on the strongest fight. This looks like a big, beautiful board of badness for the enemy. Look at all that damage. Look at all that beautiful damage. Alright, let's see what gets used the most. This with the multicast might just be used the most, but I think I want the silencer next to it. I could put the silencer next to this, I guess. Oh, I didn't look at the thing. That's my bad. You can review the fight and it'll show you like how much damage and how many times each thing got used. Is it better to have this have more damage? I guess it's almost like exactly the same thing. It is exactly the same thing. This is giving one of these weapons plus 20 damage. This is effectively giving this plus 20 damage. Yeah, I think that's fine. So I think we do want to switch it. It doesn't matter. It fully doesn't matter at all, actually. I'm going to do it like this. I'm going to do it like that so that this doesn't get the crit chance. We got first Aiden, which hastes one item randomly every 2 seconds, for 2 seconds, and heals for 30. Pretty good, but we're all damage all the time. We don't need to bog down our board with something as nice as healing. We can gain a silver tier item, 2 gold and a silver tier loot, or 2 gold for every friend that we have. I'm going to take 2 gold and a silver tier loot. That's going to stick it in our little inventory back here. 2 regen. Lovely. I'll take that. Gain max health, sells non-weapons, sharpening stone, which will give one of our weapons additional damage. I'm going to take the sharpening stone. So leftmost item will get max damage. I'm going to move this double barrel over to the left and give it 5 max damage because it hits twice, so that's the thing that kind of should get the most damage. And then we will look at medium items, see if we've got anything good. Okay, now we're in an interesting little spot here, aren't we? This guy is nice. Whenever you crit, haste one item for 1 second. This has a 40% crit chance, and then the rest of my items all have 24, except for this guy, which has 50%. So we'll be critting somewhat regularly. In order to put this out, though, I've got to free up 2 spots. So which 2 things aren't good enough? I mean, this is bronze. This also gives adjacent items 15% crit chance. I think we kind of want this. I think we're not coming back to that. We're not coming back to that. We're not coming back to this. We're not coming back to this. We're not. Yeah, we'll just kind of sell a bunch of stuff. We get a lot of money. We could also take this. Double crit damage. It's really nice. These 3 things don't expressly deal damage. This gives damage to something else. This gives damage to something else. This gives damage to something else. And this gives max ammo. So we can kind of like just buy... I don't know what the board looks like if we buy these things. I almost think we want Cutlass to have more things that trigger this. Because if we get rid of this, that's not getting rid of a weapon that triggers the charge here. And we've got +1 max ammo on all these things. If we get rid of this, this is shooting 3 times, 3 times, 4 times. So we're thinking about what? Getting rid of like all of this stuff? And then putting out these 2 things? So it's like just weapons? Yeah, let's try it. Let's see what happens. Alright, how do we want to organize the board here? Whatever's the furthest right gains 16% crit chance. Whatever ammo item is the furthest left gets +2 max ammo. I think we want this to have the most ammo. I think we'll let this have that extra crit chance. Do we want like this here to make this more likely to crit? And maybe this more likely to crit because it's already a pretty good shot to crit? Or do we want like this more likely to crit because it deals double crit damage? Probably that. In fact, it might even be right to do like this. So this is the most likely thing to crit here. Let's give it a go. Let's give it a go. It's just a lot of weapons, and every time we crit, something will get hasted for a second, which sounds pretty good to me. It would be great if we could increase this haste duration to 2 seconds. I would really like that, or find a skill that like hastes the weapon at the start of every fight. That would be excellent. It's all a little scary. It's a little something's gonna hit. Oh, okay, all right. So we won, and let's actually look at what everything did this fight, just so we can see. So let's take a recap here. So this hit 3 times, which is interesting. So that means it it triggered twice, and the second time, the first hit was what killed them. It would have triggered a fourth time if they had, needed to deal that extra damage. That second multicast would have gone through. This only hasted 2 things. This dealt 240 damage going 6 times, 390 damage going 6 times, 240, 100, and 2 slows. So slow is the opposite of haste. It'll slow their items, so it'll like increase their cooldown for 2 seconds, which is very, very annoying. Okay, I think this is all right. It would be great if we could upgrade this just to get extra base damage across the board. Neutral items are fantastic. This could buff up our weapons here. All of our weapons gain 4 damage. Great. Love that. My leftmost weapon gains 5 damage. Great. Love that. Leftmost slow item gains an extra second of slow. Fantastic. Love that. So now this slows for 3 seconds whenever it goes off. None of these things gain us anything. Do we reroll or do we just leave? We've got a bunch of stuff that we can sell if we like. I think we reroll. See if we can get something that increases haste. This also increases the slow. Man, okay. What's most important here? I think, 4 seconds of slow is like so annoying. Reduce cooldown. I think we're going to take reduce cooldown on the cutlass. So now this goes every 4.9 seconds instead of every 5 seconds. I'll take extra crit chance also on the double barrel. This deals more when it does crit, but it just fires so slowly that worries me a bit. I think we're just selling. We're buying and selling everything. So that's going to gain more damage, and then this is going to gain more slow. So all of our existing weapons just got a good bit stronger. I would love to see B1 and B2, which upgrade our bronze items, to upgrade these 2 things. We're going to just take 5 gold here, and we're going to fight someone. The Lich is so difficult to beat, so I'm not gonna go there. Trash Golem has ammo-y stuff. This guy has, like, cooldown reduction stuff. I'm going to take Trash Golem. What is his skill exactly? When you use an ammo item, reload the item to the left of it 1 ammo. So that would be good over here. These guys would all kind of, like, reload each other a little bit. Nice. Some hit. There we go. Everything's dead. I would take a grenade upgrade. I would take... Oh, no, I don't want this. This is getting sold. This is getting sold. Upgrade a silver tier or lower item. Teaches silver skills. I think we want to upgrade a silver. I think we want to upgrade the Sextant for additional haste duration and additional crit chance. So now these are both much more likely to hit, to crit, and this hastes for 2 seconds instead of 1. I'm just going to sell that. We don't want that. I don't think we're going to use the Captain's Wheel either. I don't think that's coming back out. Definitely looking at these weapons, because we are all in on weapons. Revolver. When you crit, reload this 2 ammo. I don't think that's better than anything we've got out here. When you use another ammo item, reload. None of these things, I think, are better than what we've got. This has a multicast of 3. It goes every 7 seconds. I think it's just a little slower than we'd like. This gets charged up a bunch, but is like, it takes up so much space. I don't think any of this is what we're really looking for. I don't think it's what we're looking for. I will take a fight against a monster for some extra XP and some extra item goodness. When you slow haste a weapon 1 second, this would be great because this would then slow their stuff and haste our stuff, which would just be amazing. That was nice. I liked that. That looked like quick damage dealt. Give us your skill. Okay, cooldown reduction, also good. I think we're probably still putting it on this cutlass here, because it is just, like, quite slow. So as long as much as we can speed that thing up, that's good. We've got another player fight here. End of day 6? End of day 6. We've got 3 wins, so we would love to see a 4th. Okay, they've got a weather glass build, so they're going to poison 4 and burn 9 4 times every time this thing triggers, which is a little bit scary. We've also got these dock lines, which are slowing down our items like crazy, which is also a little scary. But we just need a couple more hits on some items. Boom. That is another victory. We have gotten to 4 wins, which is respectable. Respectable indeed. We got our income for the day. Okay, we're moving along. Moving along. We really want to find some way to like scale all this stuff up in its damage. B1, B2 to upgrade these 2 things would be fantastic. So we could gain 7 regen. We could gain a temporary boost, which would be a temporary boost to HP or healing items, which you don't have, or temporary boost to all weapons. So a temporary boost to all of our weapons for the rest of the day, I think is pretty valuable. Every weapon gains 25 damage for the rest of the day. That's not nothing. Obviously, you know, doesn't last forever, but that's good for now. Small weapon. I'm going to take a look at large items. See what we've got here. Okay. And now, here comes the question. Do we pivot away from a bunch of items that all deal damage to a 1-weapon build? What is realistically stronger here? So if we were to do this, our 1 weapon would be double barrel. That's the best weapon we've got right now. And that would... I just want to see like what the damage, what the crit, what all of it would look like. So it would be something like this with a crow's nest and with another small item. I guess we could put cannonball for additional ammo. This gives plus 40% crit chance. So if we had the cannonball here, this would have 85% crit chance from this. Deals 123 damage every 246 damage every 2.4 seconds. But it would also, yeah, this just has to be better, right? 85% crit chance, so it's almost always critting. So it's almost always getting this haste. There's also no other items to receive the haste except for this one. So this is soaking up all of that haste. So it's going to be going every 1.2 seconds because it'll basically double the haste trigger. Let's see how it feels in this fight right here. I think we're going to take the Thug. So the Thug, it's not going to feel quite right because the Thug is going to give this item an extra second of cooldown from this bonk skill. But if we could get that bonk skill ourselves, it would be so very good. I mean, yeah, this is really good. That feels really strong. Man, it's a little bit like... This is kind of just a strong build that like people already know about, but it really does just kind of work. All right, let's get some gold tier skills here. First, 5 times use slow, haste a vehicle. We don't have any vehicles that we need that for. Aquatic weapons have 6 damage for each aquatic item you have. That would be 12 additional damage. I mean, it's not nothing. It's not, like, amazing. If we re-roll, though, we might just, like, fully whiff. I'm going to re-roll. I'm going to take the risk. When you use an item with ammo, it gains 5% crit chance for the fight. When you crit, poison items gain poison, plus 2 damage for each ammo you have on items in play. So this would give us 14 damage, because we have 7 ammo on this ammo item. This would give 5% crit chance every time it is used. So I think we got to take this just because it like basically guarantees crit chance after like 1 hit. Man, the just plain weapons build is like funner though, you know. But I wanna win. I really do. I would like to win. Oh, but this just feels so good. Well, let's see how it does against a monster. Cosmic Rock is good. This could give us some cooldown reduction or additional hastes when critting. Not that we really need it. This is like perma-hasted. Like, this is never going to not be hasted now. So the skill doesn't really do anything for us unless we switch back to the other build. This is useless. We are just going to sell this. I don't want that at all. Ooh. upgrade an item. I mean, you're definitely taking this. Where are you putting this upgrade, though? Probably just on the double barrel itself for extra damage. That's what I think. Because the crow's nest, like literally after 3 hits of this, so like 2.4 second, and then another 2.4 second, it's guaranteed to crit from then on. So you don't really need to upgrade this, which just upgrades crit chance. It would go from 40 to 60 when you upgrade it to gold. So you don't really need that. This would be good to get more damage and more cooldown, but I think just straight up 25 more damage is the most valuable thing we could have done there. Yeah, we don't really need to upgrade Sextant anymore either with this current build, because it gives adjacent items crit chance, which guess what? There's nothing adjacent to it that it needs extra crit chance for. And you're dead. Sorry. Sorry, bud. Hate to say it. We could use more ammo. Like, we weren't close to the end. We had 4 more triggers of that before it ran out, but still, I wouldn't be opposed to this having a little bit more ammo. We could look for tools. Do we want to look for tools even? I think we go for gumballs here. But what are we going to sell to make room for our gumballs? I don't think this is coming back out. I don't think that's coming back out. Feels like we can do... Oh, we put so much into it, though. Put a lot into that bolus, so let's sell the grenade. I'm getting gumballs. So I'm going to grab 5 gumballs, and this is going to gain crit chance. This does nothing at all. So blue is crit chance, yellow is shield, green is max health, red is damage. So this is going to be 1, 2, 3 damage on all of our weapons, and this is 1 shield on our 0 shield items, which is worthless. Silver tier aquatic, 2 gold silver tier loot, or just a regular old silver tier item. Let's get 2 gold and a silver tier loot, hoping for damage buff. Cooldown reductions for everything is great. Here's a little pro tip. Take this off the board to increase its cooldown reduction so that when you do this, it does more for cooldown reducing. Pro tip. Thanks. Let's look for medium items. There could be some good ones in here. We're not really looking for any of these. No, not looking for any of those. Not looking for any of these. We could upgrade the colors, but it's like, are we going to go back to the... This just feels like... This is just the winning move. Yeah. We could go like all ammo all the time. We sold our grenade. When you use another ammo charge this 1 second. Man. Maybe next. If you like this video, we'll go for like an ammo build. This just feels like it's winning. I like winning. I like winning a lot. That knee brace, the extra like 900 health that I think we got, maybe even more. Did we get like 1200 health from that in the end? That's substantial. That goes a long way. What do we want from this guy? Probably just something to sell, because this skill doesn't do anything for us. Oh, good. Doesn't do anything for us. So whenever we use a weapon, adjacent items gain crit chance for the fight. It feels like kind of the universe is telling us to have a bunch of weapons out to gain everything crit chance, but I don't want to. I'm going to go to Bazaar Con. So at Bazaar Con, you can gain 3 small items, gain a diamond tier item for 12 bucks, or 2 XP. I'm going to take 2 XP, which will level us up. Ooh, okay. So this is an enchantment. We haven't seen enchantments yet, but these will enchant one of our items, in this case, with shield effects. So if I were to enchant this, every time this deals 132 damage, it also gives us 132 shield, which is like a different kind of form of health. We could also go here, which would enchant one of our items with a random enchantment, which could, be burning or poisoning or extra damage, or it could also be shield, or it could be haste or something like that. I'm gonna... You know what? Here's what I'm thinking. The thing that really screws us over is if our opponent can freeze or slow our item. If an opponent can freeze or slow this, we are kind of toast, because it's our only thing. And so if this thing gets stopped, we're done. So if I put shield on this, that's a lot of shield. That's really helpful, but it doesn't stop that from happening. So there's an enchantment called Radiant, which prevents an item from getting slowed, frozen, or destroyed. If I can run into that enchantment, I don't want this to have shield effects on it, because then I'll have to replace the shield with the Radiant, and it'll feel bad. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put shield effects on the crow's nest, which is going to say every single time I crit with this item, which is going to be almost always, I will gain 40 shield. So it's not as good, but I'm hoping to be kind of planning for the future. And then I'm going to go to the Artisan Dunes, which allows me to buff up this item. I'm going to double this. It used to say 5, and now it says 10, so this is going to gain 10 damage permanently, which is nice. And then we're going to fight this player. Every single time this crits, we'll get 40 shield. Just a little bit of extra survivability. It already life steals, so like the shield is just kind of extra precaution, which we might need with a thing that deals... Yep, and see, there's the freeze that I was just talking about. If that was Radiant, we wouldn't have to worry about that. However, we have won. See, and if this was shielding, like, it would be good. It would be really good, but I don't know. I'm holding out. I'm holding out for that Radiant. That might be short-sighted, or it might be too far-sighted, you know? Might be looking too far into the future for an enchantment that might not even show up, but... I'll do what I can. This would be extra max health. This could be an upgrade to the double barrel. We'll take a look. We'll take a look. Only costs 2 gold to re-roll. We didn't get it. That's all right. That's all right by me. All right. Haste, slow, cooldown items, sells skills, small friend. We're going to look for some skills. See if we can get a new something. When you use a weapon, it gains 6 damage for the fight. Easiest purchase ever. Every single time this gets used, it buffs itself. Boom. That's fantastic. Death Knight Reaper, I think we beat him. Pretty sure we do. Let's see here. Obviously, his weapons deal a ton of damage, and they all have lifesteal, which is very scary, but this is buffing itself, and we just need it to go one more time. There we go. All right. Beautiful. Again, I could really use a little bit more ammo here. That would go crazy. We're just selling this. There's not a spot for it on the board. It's just not meant to be. Yeah. Because the way that this works, it's really cool. If this was right here, every single time this gets used, it would haste for 3 seconds and gain 7 damage, which is fantastic. But in order for this to be out here, we need to not have this cannonball giving it extra ammo, and we would need to not have the Sexton out there as well, which is very sad. Slow skills, poison skills, Vanessa skills. I wish we had gotten a weapon or a crit skill shop, but we didn't, so that's fine. When you crit with an item, reload another item 1 ammo. So this would be great if it reloaded itself. It does not. Your items have +2 crit chance. When you start a fight, increase this bonus by +2%. This already, every time it gets used, increases its own crit chance. So we don't need that, really. When your enemy has more health than you, your weapons have their cooldowns reduced by 5%. We have so much health because of that knee brace. I don't really think we're going to be in that position. As crazy as it might be, I'm going to try a reroll here. The first 4 times you use an ammo item each fight, slow an item for 1 second. That sounds like the right thing to pick. So this is now going to slow enemy items 4 times, which is very annoying for them, very good for us. Temporary boost, extra damage on our weapons. Who doesn't like that? Yeah. This first one also, like, if you like this video, you know, I know how to play the game, so I can kind of like talk about anything while I'm playing it. But I'm talking it through this time because this game is new to people. But you know, if you already know the game, you might be like bored out of your freaking skull right now. So I'm sorry if that's you. We're selling it. We're just burning everything because who needs it? Do we even reroll though? Yeah, let's reroll. Hoping for a cannonball. We didn't get it. This though, weapons to the right have +25 damage. Do we buy it to hold on to it? I think we might. Because, like, if we can get crit chance from here, we can get rid of this. If we can get something that gives this more ammo, like gunpowder loot items, then we can put this out by getting rid of these 2 things. I think that's viable. But we would love...
Go ahead.
ammo. We would love more ammo.
This more fun.
Because these Pygmalions usually have a lot of health. They might have a lot of shield. So we might really run into a situation here where we just can't get through their health before we run out of ammo. And I think that's exactly what we're about to see. Yeah, because they're shielding for 658 and they're healing for 658. This is going to be our first loss in a while. And it's because we ran out of ammo. I don't know if we would have won had we had infinite ammo, but we guarantee lose because we don't. So that's too bad. This build is really, really strong. A life-stealing... What is giving it? The weapon to the left of this has life-steal. Wow. Yeah, that's fantastic. And then that's a crazy good build. That's a really, really strong build. All right. Let's take a look at small.
You've just taken the first step toward
Wow,
good
silver
taste.
or diamond tier bolus, but we don't have the money for it. So let's spend some money to see if we can not have the money for other things. We nailed it. Let's just get a free haste item. Wow. I mean, that's just $16 that we can spend here. That's great, because this is already doing all the hasting for us. So that's just 16 bucks. Love that. This guy freezes your stuff, which, as we have previously established, is kind of the way that we lose. So I think we might lose if we fight him. This guy heals up a bunch. I think we might get through it before he heals, because this thing heals him for 1,300 health. The question is just, can we kill him before... Nope, we can't. But can we heal him before it goes again? Yes, we can. Excellent. Really need more ammo, either by upgrading this or by getting ammo items. Your items have double value during combat, does nothing for us. We don't have a build that is based on value. Ooh, perfect. Get a gold tier gunpowder, additional ammo. So this is going to give this 2 more ammo slots. So now it has 9 shots, which I don't think we're quite at the point where we can get rid of this cannonball yet, because as we saw, sometimes you do run out of ammo. It doesn't kill him quite in time. We are just going to take 25 damage, and I think we're just going to take 10 damage. This usually does 5. We'll double it to 10. I think that's our best bet. This is a Vanessa who's only won 3 times, so hopefully that means she's bad. Might not, though. We will see. We will see. So every time she slows, gains 5 damage. All weapons gain, or a weapon gains 5 damage. Unfortunately, they're going to be slowing us quite a bit. The question is, can they heal quite a bit? They are gaining shield, but they're not gaining quite as much heal. Can we just kind of hit 2 more times, maybe? Just one more big good hit here. Oh my god, just one more. Yes! That was a little scary. That was our last shot. So that's a good thing we didn't get rid of the cannonball. That was frightening. Didn't like that. But we won. We won. Which means we are now on 7 wins. A very respectable run here. Temporary boost. I'm just going to take the 25 damage. 25 damage seems like it goes a long way. I mean, am I just going to do the same thing? Yeah. Served us last time, right? 10 extra. And this is permanent damage. 25 is 10. This is permanent. Void Golem. I think we beat him if he doesn't destroy an item that ruins our lives. So at the start of the fight, he destroys an item at random. If he were to destroy this, we lose. If he were to destroy this, we might be fine. If he destroys this, that's pretty bad. Let's try it. If this goes brown, we're hosed. Okay, that's like one of the least meaningful things to get destroyed. I think we win this. Yeah, we did. Boom. So that means we get all that delicious, delicious XP. Yum, yum, yum.
Was that even even the battle?
No,
Maybe
we
a
are not going to take this
skirmish.
skill. You can continue without taking the skill. So this says this is the thing that destroyed one of our items at random. So this would destroy one of our items at random and an opponent's item at random. If ever we whiff and hit this, we just lose the fight guaranteed. So we're not taking that. Even though it would also be, you know, tough for the opponent to deal with, it could destroy us. Upgrade an item. If we were to upgrade something, we would probably upgrade the crow's nest, which means that this becomes obsolete. We don't need this anymore. Freeing up a board slot is great, but the skills could be better. And we can always just run into upgrades for these things. It's pretty rare to run into upgrades for skills. I don't know exactly what the best thing to do. We could also upgrade the cannonball for an extra ammo. I'm going to go for gold tier skills. These are bad. Although we do slow. This guy slows. So the first time we use this, we would freeze something for 4 seconds, which is not terrible. I think, honestly, I don't want to risk re-rolling into absolutely useless things, so I'm going to take that, because freezing something for 4 seconds that is a good thing to do. We're going to look for non-weapon items, hoping for any of the items that we already have. Okay, Spyglass is interesting. 25% crit chance is nothing, but at the start of each fight, an enemy item has its cooldown increased by 3 seconds. Is super annoying. I don't think there's really a spot for it on our board, though, so I think we roll here. Upgrading the Sextant, I don't think we spend the money. It would haste this for longer, but like it's already perma-hasted. I don't think we do it. I don't think there's any reason to spend the 16 gold there. Do we go for medium items hoping for a double barrel upgrade? I think we take the loot item because there's no way that this won't be good. Oh, yeah, that's good. Oh, yeah, that's good. Honestly, I think this makes it so that we can do this. 3 max ammo. I think we drop cannonball. I think we drop this. I think we put out the figurehead, which means this has 97% crit chance now. Which is great. This shoots 10 times before it runs out of ammo, and it has plus 25 damage from the figurehead. And if we upgrade this, then it would have plus 50 damage, which that's really good. So what we're hoping to see here is not someone who's like crazy good at shielding. If they're good at shielding, we are likely hosed. If they're just trying to hurt us, I think we might be able to withstand it. Except if they hit us with that. If they hit us with this, we die. And we die. Yeah, that's a 3,300. How in the world is it that much damage? That's crazy. So this gains damage equal to double the gold that you gain whenever you gain gold. So they must have just so much money. That's crazy. That is crazy. I hate that. I hate that. Which means we are now on lethal. We have lost all of our prestige, so we have one last life. If we die again, we're out of the game. We're going to visit a random enchantment location. We could either enchant something with heal effects or enchant an item with random effects. I'm going to take random, and I'm going to just cross my fingers for radiant or just something else that's great. Okay, we are... Remember earlier when I was like, we don't want the shield because we're going to put it over here in case we get radiant. Now it's just all shield all the time, which is fine. Shielding is good. Temporary boost. We're taking that damage. You know we are. We're leveling up here. Weapon skills. It's got to be weapon skills. This can gain us extra damage. No, we're not going to buy enough items to make that worth it. We're just going to take 30 damage on this weapon, which sounds pretty damn good to me. A rare event or merchant, sure. The Thieves Guild. Okay, so we've got a choice here. We can fight Mr. Moo, which is an NPC. We can double up our income from 5 to 10, or we can grab everything from the vault. I think I want the XP from fighting Mr. Moo to try to level up again before we fight our next opponent. Grabbing everything from the vault is like just a bunch of money and a potential for an upgrade on an item of our choice. But this is 4 XP.
You got it, Dev.
And 4 XP, I think, is going to mean that we can level up. before we fight our next opponent, which is super, super useful. Extra health, extra whatever the level 13 or level 15 upgrade is great. We're not putting that out on the board, but something to sell. I don't know if we beat this guy. We already know that we beat this guy, so let's take him on. Let's see if our new upgrades mean that we beat him before that goes off. It does. He's got 2,800 shield from all this shielding stuff. Lovely. It's not really... I think we want to just be, like, crazy going hard on damage, but it's not always meant to be. We will take a gold tier loot item and just hope that it's something that buffs shield or damage or gunpowder. It's shield. Sure. I mean, useful. Useful enough. And that gave us max health as well. 300 max health? Or non-weapon items. I'll take 300 max health. Okay. And then we will go here. This is, you can constantly reroll as long as you want to, but it increases the reroll cost by $1 every time. Gain 6 shield on both of our shield items. This could be like literally anything to like crazy good degrees. When you crit poison 1, it's not great. We already have it in the inventory. That's that little like upgrade symbol, so it would upgrade that to gold. But we're not putting that back out on the board. None of these are the thing for us. None of these are the thing for... We could just gain 6 damage on our item. I mean, that at least is something that like we know has a value. Because also that'll gain us more shield, because it shields equal to the damage, so it'll shield an extra 6. I think we go for it. Extra damage is important. Every little bit of damage helps. And that 6 damage is really 12 damage, because we're always critting. So I think that's a solid enough find. It's not great. Obviously, we could have found something like incredibly good. This is scary. They have a lot of health. Oh, they have a ton of shield, and they have frozen us. That's why we wanted Radiant. I think we lose from that shield that they were able to put on, and that they were able to. Yeah, they just have way too much shield. Yep, we lose here. All good. We're gonna have a ton of shield on us, which is great. Oh, there's a little visual bug. This is out of ammo, but it shows that it's not. But it is indeed out of ammo. So the sandstorm, this is going to be a little while. The sandstorm's going to come and finish me off here. They have 24,000 shield, so you're getting a sense of some of the crazy builds that you might come up against in the late game here. But we are indeed toast here. Their 37,000 shield was indeed enough to beat me. But that right there is a really 7 victories is a solid run. I'm not just saying that because I lost. That's a good run in the Bazaar. This is the final build. Ooh, a little visual bug here where the crow's nest should be over there. But we had a figurehead, a sextant, a shielded double barrel, shielded crow's nest, and a little silencer. This was a skill that meant nothing. Our ammo items were like always at the max crit. Always got 6 damage every time they got fired. So, a solid little run, and I hope what this did for you is made you say, ooh, I could play the Bazaar. I'm not sponsored in any way. I just think it's really fun, and I want more people to play it so I can, like, talk to more people about it. I'm having a blast with it. You get like 1 free ranked ticket every day. So I like always log in pretty much once a day to play a run with my free ranked ticket. It's just really fun, and it feels so good when you do get that 10-win run and you get to the end. Oh, it feels great. So this is the Bazaar. Let me know what you think of this. I fully expect this video won't get that many views. It's not board game stuff. I get it. But I just think this game's really fun, and I want you to play it. Like, go download it. It's in open beta now, so it's free. You can go give it a go without spending any money. And I definitely like don't spend money on the game. You can like buy gems or something, but don't bother. It's you don't have to. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. If you did, if you're new here, please subscribe, like the video, that goes a long way. And stay tuned next week. Big Board and Savior updates and an incredible top 5 video. Top 5 games with the best setup. So look forward to that. I'll see you guys later. Love you much.